posting random people's faces.
Stephen A., where are you when I need you, man?
Welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. Right next to me on the couch, I have my wonderful co-host and executive producer.
Jordan.
And across from him, I have my wonderful co-host.
It's Omar.
Dude, did you guys hear there was a fucking stampede in Seoul, South Korea?
Oh, yeah, how do we not talk about that?
And there was 100, I believe it was 156 people died.
Jesus.
That is
Which
so many people.
That's a lot of people to die.
Now, think about Travis Scott's concert.
I think I was like 10, 11 people died in Astroworld.
And we
12.
were pissed.
Was that that wasn't the soccer game, right?
No, it was like a Halloween festival.
It was a Halloween festival.
I'm assuming there was a screen in the front or something, and they were all trying to get close to it, or like a stage or something. I was trying to get to.
Exactly. I can't speak on to like why it happened. I'm not sure. All I know is it was like for sure it was like a crowd surge.
Yeah.
So these people got like crushed and like suffocated and shit.
On paper, dude, it's such a strange act. Like, how does a festival from walking because it's too crowded kill people? It's nuts.
Yeah.
I guess people must have been something exciting going on, and like, because I heard. It was a huge crowd of people, and they were trying to get through a narrow street. Like, I guess maybe it started filtering down to this narrow street, and all these people are starting to squeeze through. And maybe they were in a big, they had a little room earlier, and now they're all like fucking shoving each other against the wall and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. Like, it becomes so compact that it's hard to breathe, and like people are just pushing and pushing and pushing, and like some people start falling down.
Yeah,
and no
it's just
one
one of those
picks
things
them
where
up.
like you can't even imagine. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
How does even just one person dying in a crowd of people? Just from straight suffocation. That's crazy.
But those last moments have to be like the worst.
Oh, bro.
That's
awful.
That has to be one of the worst ways to go.
You're getting stepped on.
You can't breathe. Other people are freaking out, screaming.
And I would imagine that's kind of, in a fucked up way, kind of a slow death.
No, for real.
I don't think you're getting stepped on in like 2 steps and you're dead. Like, I think you're probably awake for a lot of it, just like very weak and like trying to get up, but you can't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then eventually your brain just like there's no oxygen to your brain, so you just die.
Yeah,
you
can't pass
breathe.
out and then die.
The air is just so hot. Like,
yeah.
I went to like concerts before where it gets so packed, like Astroworld, and the air is just like so. You can breathe, but the air is so hot and thick. It's like breathing doesn't feel good. The air doesn't feel like refreshing.
Just the thought of that.
I for sure been in some moments where I had to step back from the show and be like, yo, I didn't think I was gonna make it.
I don't like being around a lot of people like that.
Me neither, man.
That's terrible though, man. Like 100. You said it was 120, 125,
150 people now.
Ooh,
it was 120, but they revised the numbers, so it's 100 up. I think more than 150 people have died.
You know what's weird? Whatever I read, which could be wrong, the amount of injured people was less than the amount of killed people, which is so crazy.
That means that people they probably just got trapped in one area, like you said, and like they just fucking died. Most of them just died.
From what I read, maybe they're still like counting how many people are getting injured.
True.
What a travesty, dude! Imagine Houston had a giant parade for Halloween and a bunch of people fucking died in downtown.
I mean, Astroworld was basically that,
but times like 15.
Yeah, no,
which is crazy.
This is way bigger. Yeah, this is a lot more people dying. So who do you think is So what happens? Like the person responsible for this, like who do you think is responsible for this? The people that put on this venue, like put on this parade? Is it the people themselves who are running around and trampling each other? Like who's responsible for this shit happening?
It sounds like a poor planning situation.
Sounds like the city probably had like a citywide festival and they did not do a good job. Like maybe planning on where they're gonna walk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where are they trying to get to? Like. They were all crowding up against the stage, or it
could have been too many people. Like people
just walking.
Broke in. Like you never know, like what it could have been.
I mean, there's really no like easy answer. I feel like a lot of people are to blame. Like, you know, in the example of Travis Scott, let's just say like in the South Korean thing, there was some huge artist and like they were performing. That's who everyone was trying to get to.
I knew BTS.
Yeah. The sexiest dude off BTS is on that
Smooth
stage.
that butter.
You clowning a millionaire. The joke is on you.
That is true.
Those motherfuckers are gonna be rich forever.
And they're fucking.
Yeah.
And they didn't even have to go to the army.
Yeah, just because they don't have a name that sounds American. But yeah, maybe there's like one super popular like South Korean artist up there, and everyone is trying to get up there, and I don't know. In that situation, I would imagine the artist is slightly to blame for it, but at the end of the day, the person who is to blame the most for it is the person who planned it.
Yeah,
because Travis Scott didn't plan that shit. Yeah, he could have seen the signs and stuff.
Finally.
He didn't plan that shit.
Jordan has been validated.
No, but listen, he's got some blame, especially because of the ambulances and all those videos.
He gets 10% of blame.
I think he gets a very small portion, too.
I think he gets like 20, like 20 flat. 20 flat. I think the people that hired security and the people that plan, like let's say this is a parade and they're walking. The person that planned which route they're gonna take.
Yeah,
that person's to blame.
Yeah,
they gotta figure this out. I don't know.
It's these live venue companies that make money hand over fist. They're the ones that are responsible for this
because they do the fucking bare minimum in planning this shit, and they're like, all right, we just gonna make all this money on the back end and just say fuck security.
What a trip, dude! Like organizing something like this, and it's just all up to the people to like behave properly.
Organizing live events is absolute chaos. Like every like concert or event that I go to, I'm just like, no matter how much they try to keep it organized, it never really is. It's like it's always just like, okay, this is just fucking like. Something's going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like this person's going to be where they're not supposed to be, or there's going to be someone who paid for a better ticket and they end up not being able to sit where they wanted to sit. Like something's going to get fucked up.
And if you factor in kids being there, it's not. It's never going to work.
Any concert with kids, it's going to be so fucking hectic.
Because they're just reckless, dude.
As fuck.
You never know, man. This might be this kid's very first festival, and he's just having a blast off some fucking ecstasy or something.
In South Korea?
Yeah. Like at the Travis Scott thing. In South Korea... That I need to read more about because I don't understand how it can happen to that extent. That's crazy. Because the thought of Travis Scott's was already crazy. The thought of like, how on fucking earth did that many people die?
150, bro. That's
in a parade.
Crazy amount.
It's like a festival. Like, it's one thing for Travis Scott because they're all enclosed in a space. This one, I think they're just walking on the street.
That's the thing, bro. That's what makes me sad. It's like somebody left the house and said, "Yo, I'm gonna have a good time today." And
that's awful,
died,
bro. I bet it's a huge travesty right now in that city. That's awful. That's a big city, too. That's their most popular city, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the city.
That's the biggest city, I think, in South Korea. I think it's like one of those things where it's so... Because that's just a lot of people. Like, I haven't heard of any event where that many people have been killed from that. I mean, like, even with the Las Vegas shooting, and that was a shooting.
It wasn't that many.
I don't think he killed 150 people, bro.
I think it was like 50, 60.
Which
and
is
then injured like hundreds.
Crazy. But he didn't kill 150 people. 150 people died from just... stepping.
Yeah. No guns, no bullets. Just
weapons.
Just other people in the environment.
Just other people. Other people killed these people.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And what's crazy is somebody it was there and knows what happened and they will probably never talk about it.
Oh, bro. Yeah. Just like I said with the Travis Scott thing, like these people, you had to, like some of these people have to remember stepping on others.
There were other kids walking on other people.
Oh, bro. And you got to go home and you got to like
live with that.
You got to know that happened. You can't just get that out of your head. Like you know, at the moment, maybe you're just like, it's fine. They're going to get up right now.
And some of them motherfuckers went to high school the next day. I ain't going to talk about how old they was.
Damn.
But they went to high school.
Are you talking about Travis Scott? You're not talking about the...
No, I don't know if they got high school over there. What they got?
In South Korea?
Military
after they turn 18, they send them straight to the military.
It's either K-pop or the military.
K-pop or military.
Y'all saw that? BTS is going to the military? BTS is military bound.
They are?
Yeah. So apparently there's
they couldn't shake it, bro.
They couldn't shake it. So I guess like some people, like a very, very small few can get away from it for, maybe health reasons or whatever.
I think if you're like a national soccer player or something.
Yeah.
Bro, no.
But even
the best soccer player in the country's history, he had to go to war.
Yeah.
Oh,
even him.
that.
Like, so I think you can push it back depending on your success, and you probably have to pay like fines and shit. But you can push it back a certain amount of years. But I think at 26, that's when they have to go.
Yeah.
So all
It's
of
26?
BTS has to go.
I don't know the age. I didn't know.
Damn,
the
but
age.
26 hits late.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, I'm 26.
Bro, I'm about to
It's
say,
definitely before
we
30.
will be going in there right now.
Yeah.
If I were to go now,
my birthday
I would be
is
horrified.
next month.
if I were to go now, I would freak the fuck out, bro.
I'm bailing,
I couldn't go now.
No, but the thing is, they're not going to war. They're just probably doing like hard boot camp.
Still,
Yeah.
you're in the fucking military.
You have to leave your house.
Imagine being BTS. People are kissing your feet everywhere you go, and now you got to go to boot camp.
Oh my god.
Which they're probably still pretty nice to you there.
They probably, but maybe they'll get a fucking instructor who just treats them like shit. He's like, you guys think you're fucking...
Pretty boys, huh?
You think this is life is smooth like butter, huh? It's not.
I just love the idea of like an American instructor over there.
I know.
Oh, you guys can sing.
The fucking sergeant from Full Metal Jacket just yelling at him right there. They're all lined up and everyone's just yelling at him.
Singing little fairies.
Singing little fairies. Do you suck dicks? Suck dicks.
Start singing their songs to them.
Yeah. But you can suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Yeah, man. So did you guys hear that Elon officially this time bought Twitter?
Yeah.
And,
44 Billy.
Yeah. Do you think he'll fucking reinstate Homeboys on there? Do you think he'll reinstate I think Kanye's still on there. Do you think he'll reinstate
like Trump and shit?
Trump and
I'll tell you what, they can go. Why? They don't need to come back. Like free speech. Like, yeah, now we're not going to be sensitive. It's like this.
I'm not asking like right or wrong. I'm just asking, do you think he'll do it?
Oh,
do you think
well,
I'm just asking. I'm not asking.
Well, I'm not saying you
right
agree with that, but there are people that are like, finally, now we can say what we want. And I'm like, what have you been waiting to say? Yo, what have you been waiting to say?
Bro, can I jump out on the ledge a little bit? I'm going to say I don't think free speech needs to exist on social platforms.
Yeah, because at a certain point, you're just spreading like, this is like violence in a way. Like, this is going to result in violence. So it's like, this is a problem.
I think people need to just understand that, like, Twitter is not real. Like, it is an application that somebody made in a room.
Yeah. I think people glorify people a little too much, man. Like, real hard, you know? Like, even if it's a diehard fan of BTS or if it's a diehard fan of Trump. BTS isn't going to go tell you to kill people, but Trump might. So it's a problem now. You know, like free speech is not. We shouldn't have total free speech.
You gotta follow. No one fucking reads the terms and conditions. Everybody just hits agree.
Exactly.
Right. But like you're agreeing to this long list of shit. And don't get me wrong,
that's their laws.
It's their fucking bylaws of how they run the fucking organization and application. If you're not following it, then you're not following it.
Yeah.
And if you get booted off the app, I'm not going to be on your side, Kanye.
I mean, yeah, no, that's true. Because, free speech, if I want to go out on a corner and just start shouting things about Jewish people, that's one thing. Yeah. But if I get on the internet and say it, the company can be like, hey, we don't agree with this.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, just because you're on this platform, this is not free, like, I could say whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, this is a business. These people are running it, and you are a problem on this platform, and you have to go.
And I think that's a waste of a purchase. Like, why would you want to buy Twitter?
Yeah.
I don't really see the value in owning it.
I don't either.
I saw, like, the use of the N-word surged, like, 500% or something like that.
On what?
On Twitter. After Elon Musk fucking... It's like, yo, what? This is what you guys wanted? This is free speech? Like, what is this?
That's all they wanted, bro.
It's so stupid, man. Like,
that's just crazy.
You know, you could make some raunchy-ass jokes and nothing would happen to you, but you start saying the N-word and shit, it's a problem, man.
I'm curious to see what he does with Twitter in terms of like as a business, because it's not like
it's not impossible to monetize.
It's not like it's not like Facebook. Like Facebook, they make so much money off of Facebook because it's one of the biggest platforms to serve people ads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Twitter, people aren't spending as much time a day on Twitter compared to like Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know. I might argue that because isn't Twitter's probably the most used. Well, no.
No, it's
not globally. Not globally. In
this country.
In this country, it's probably the most used, right?
It's still Facebook? It's the third biggest. So
Facebook is still.
Are you talking about public companies or just in general?
Let's see.
Just in general. I mean, globally, I know Facebook is the highest.
In general, right now, the biggest social media company for sure is Facebook.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Can't be Instagram, is
TikTok,
it?
TikTok might be catching. TikTok's number 2. Facebook and Instagram I count together because Facebook's one company.
TikTok is that's a behemoth.
Yeah, TikTok's number 2. Number 3, I would probably say is Twitter. Number 4, Snapchat.
Okay, yeah, never mind. But people do spend time on Twitter. But yeah, you're right. People are on Twitter to move quick.
And it's the thing about it, Twitter doesn't have like how like there's like Reels on Instagram and TikTok has like the TikTok videos. Twitter doesn't have anything like that. They just have like little videos here or there, but not videos that are engrossing your time for hours and hours.
They're like in your face. Like TikTok, you got to watch it for a second to be like, do I like this? No, I don't like it.
Exactly.
Facebook, the thing is covering up the entire screen. But Twitter, the video is like
it's
super
small.
Tiny. Yeah, so you got to click it
and you have to be interested in the caption to click on it.
Yeah.
Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels don't give a fuck if you're interested. They're just going to serve you because they know you're interested.
Yeah.
You know
I'm going to just play this shit, bro, and play it full screen, and I hope you like it.
But I think that also makes Twitter an interesting platform because you click on what you're interested in. Like,
for sure.
You're not just served a bunch of bullshit. I mean, you are, but not as much as like Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah, and it's way more text heavy than like pictures and videos and stuff.
Yes,
a lot of people are making
text.
jokes, but like, by words.
Sub jokes within jokes. And all that shit.
Yeah, a lot of like comments, a lot of like seeing the people, the way they interact with each other and shit. I don't know, man. Twitter.
Elon, you made a bad purchase.
Twitter's probably the most influential, though, I would say. Except for maybe TikTok. TikTok still beats, I think.
I think Facebook, bro. I think Facebook is the most influential thing that we have.
Like, you think like if
continue to be
if
for
information is making the rounds on Facebook, it's
because
more likely to.
I want to say Twitter is more of like a younger people thing, whereas Facebook has everybody. Yeah. Everybody has a Facebook.
Facebook's like the global platform for social media.
My parents don't have a Twitter or like any of that shit, but they have a Facebook account.
They all have Facebook. Instagram too. Instagram's starting to be more like that, but for our generation, where it's like everybody has it,
and it has their actual face.
Yes,
it's not some fucking anime thing or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Instagram's a trip for that reason. Because unless you're posting, which are rare, unless you're posting pictures of everything but your face,
which is hilarious,
like memes and a picture of whatever I'm eating and shit. But most people have their face on there somewhere.
Yeah.
So you are like, but Instagram is losing it for me. I don't give a shit about Instagram anymore. That's a hard one to stay on. The only thing I'll mindlessly scroll on is like the stories sometimes. But Twitter, my God. My God, what an entertaining platform.
It's
but God, it makes you sad sometimes.
It's so cancerous. I can't get on it,
so
bro.
Cancerous,
and
dude.
I'm not going to lie to you. Since they kicked Trump off, it's not as entertaining.
I feel like
it's not as entertaining.
But it was
bro.
a lot of
it was
fun to watch him make
hilarious
jokes.
going up and seeing when he was tweeting and just shit talking people. I thought it was so fun
and see what other
but
people
kind
have
of
to
scary
say
because
about
the country's
it.
falling apart at the same time.
And he was the actual president at the time.
Yeah. It's fun to watch
funny.
Tekashi 6ix9ine do it. It's not.
Yeah,
you know, when there's no consequences. When Trump does it, it's still funny, but there's consequence, and then it becomes not funny.
When people fucking try and break into the Capitol and kill.
Yeah, and they like, why couldn't we just laugh at this,
motherfuckers.
guys? Why are you guys taking this too seriously?
Oh man,
Like I was just sitting here being funny, and this person's like, he's right, he's right,
He's right.
I'm buying a bunch of zip ties, and I'm gonna go down to the Capitol.
He's affirming my beliefs.
That's fucking crazy, man.
now I think Instagram is still like I still fuck with Instagram because it helps me keep up with like other people,
Yeah.
like friends I have. But Twitter is just like if I want to laugh, I go on Twitter or I go on TikTok now.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't really like if people are posting consistently on Twitter and I was reading about what they were saying, or if I was just see a picture of them, I think I'd probably just go with a picture of them.
You know what?
I don't want to read about
Yeah.
the stuff you're saying. I just want to see a current picture of you and then keep
You know
going
what's
with
been
my
getting
life.
me recently? Because I don't really do any of them, but you know what's been getting me is fucking the YouTube Shorts.
Yeah,
The
them
YouTube
bitches-
Shorts be getting me because it's
Yeah.
like
Pretty good
I'm on
sometimes.
I'm on YouTube all the time, and it's like because I'm on YouTube so frequently watching all kinds of podcasts and other shit or like cooking videos, they know the subsection of shit I really like.
Exactly.
And the algorithm is really efficient at like putting those little shorts, and like I just click on it and the video is so short, it's to the point, and it's like it's exactly what I want.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't have to wait and watch a 10-minute video to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
It's like
If
10,
they
20
put
seconds.
if they put more time into that, it could be huge, bro. Because
I think so too.
their algorithm doesn't have to work as hard as like a TikTok does.
No.
Because they don't have to figure you out. You're already subscribed to like who you like. So they'll
Yeah.
just be like, oh.
And because it's owned by Google, you're in Google's entire
yeah.
you're in their whole realm. So they have your
Yeah.
search history, they have everything.
Yeah.
They know how to perfectly curate it for you.
This motherfucker is making asparagus tomorrow. All right.
Let's figure out a video to show him butter grilled asparagus.
Butter grilled
Oh,
asparagus.
you're looking up
Short.
recipes on shrimp pasta. I got you, buddy.
No, it's fucking
12
nice,
best
man.
recipes of 2022 for shrimp pasta. And Gio's like, well, goddamn, it's exactly what I was looking for.
Wow. This algorithm is amazing.
My
It's
YouTube
amazing.
algorithm is so fucked up, dude. I have a terrible YouTube algorithm because it's all. Sometimes there was like a kind of a phase where I would watch PC players play horror games,
Oh, wow.
right?
Really? I never expect that out of you.
Yeah, I would watch them play like horror games, like on the thing, because some of them were pretty cool. Some of them were like it's like Twitch but for horror games.
Yeah.
And
Twitch needs
Well,
to be talked
it is
about
Twitch,
more.
though,
It is
right? 'Cause
Twitch,
aren't
it is
you watching?
Twitch.
It's just YouTube streams
yes,
of Twitch.
but that's
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
sub
yeah.
that I was watching.
Like
or
they just
whatever.
pulled it from Twitch and
Yeah.
put it on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know these Twitchers. I'm just coming across like random games and stuff like that.
Like compilations or whatever.
And so now I get a
too.
fuck ton of that. I get a bunch of animal stuff, and I love animals, but like I don't always want sad animal stuff.
Yeah.
And my Instagram is I'm following like 80 accounts that are all like animal sanctuary pages. And
Oh my God.
Sometimes I'm like I don't even want to get on Instagram because I don't want to see what's gonna go down on there. And now it's all
It's like a
fucked up,
dog
dude.
with crusty ass eyes.
Yeah, bro. It's a dog with his leg mauled off and
fucking
shit.
kill
Oh
that
my
thing,
God.
bro.
It's crazy, bro. It's a dog with his fucking jaw like hanging off because he got hit by a
Oh
car.
my
You're like,
God.
oh my god! But I hope they save the dog. I like it. And I'll keep up. And they'll post like update pictures and shit.
I need to keep up. I do like seeing those videos. Sorry to interrupt you, but like when they're like when we first got the dog, and then it shows the dog all fucked up.
Yeah.
And then it's like the dog now, and the dog's fucking healthy as shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You know what's sad though? The beginning, because then
Yeah,
you're like, I don't
bro.
know if this dog's gonna be good later. But then it's crazy because I'm like, why am I worrying about this one fucking dog in the whole world? It'll be like a fucking account based in India, like based in some city in India. And I'm like, what am I doing? What am I
India.
doing? Like going through this whole Instagram and like liking all these pictures. I'm like,
Son.
yeah, it's small, but like this has to give them a little more traffic, which helps them out with a little more ad money and blah blah
In
blah.
India,
you
they're
know?
they're eating that dog. Bro.
They're eating that motherfucker. There's a lot of bad folks,
eating
but there's a
that
lot of good
motherfucker,
folks.
bro.
You know how they love the
Oh,
cows and
absolutely.
all that
There's
stuff.
There's a lot of good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's good
especially in
people.
India. I feel like they have a more deep respect for animals than
And I feel like those are the
Americans
best people,
than
bro.
Americans or like Asian cultures, like,
Yeah.
they have much more deep respect for animals.
'Cause in
Connection
America,
with animals.
It's like one thing to care for animals and like be selfless like that, but in a country where it's already shitty for you, and now you're still being selfless and
That's
helping
a
other
lot.
people.
That's a good person.
You're driving around like at midnight for like 3 hours, just feeding like a bunch of dogs, and that like you do routes and shit. That's a good person, bro. If there's a heaven, you are going to it.
Or you better go to it.
You fucking better go to
better
it. But
go
that's
to it.
that's what YouTube gives me. I want like interesting stuff. I want like fucking facts about space. I want
Then
shit like that.
start looking up space videos. You
Oh,
look
yeah.
up
The
you look
dodo.
up you look up 3 or 4. Then boom, you're gonna start getting fed space shit.
That's what I need to do, man. That's what I need to do. I don't know how to fix these algorithms sometimes because I feel like I'm doing a good job, and then I start getting a few of them, and then a day later it's the same shit, and I'm like, I fucked up, and I
Are you
clicked
on TikTok?
something. No.
TikTok will figure you out, bro.
Yeah,
TikTok
we
is
have a
good at that
TikTok
one,
account,
man.
but
TikTok will figure your ass out.
TikTok
good
is
at that one, man.
it's too much booty, man.
It's a lot of booty on
It's,
TikTok.
for the first couple
Too
of days,
much
it is.
ass.
You got to say not interested.
Yeah, but it's hard to get through.
I mean, are you really gonna say?
mean, come on.
You gotta say not
it.
interested.
Not interested. I'm not lying.
What
man.
kind of man are you?
What do you mean a lie?
Are you a boy?
What are you, one of those men that likes other men?
Yeah, not interested. What do you want him to show you then?
I'm extremely interested.
You got to just scroll by and start liking other random shit to get rid of it, bro.
Yeah. No, it's not fun, bro, because it's just mindless. I don't want to watch a fucking 19-year-old girl shake her ass, dude. I want to watch funny stuff. I want to watch funny skits, but I feel like unless
first
people
couple
send it
days,
to you,
yeah.
I mean, you just gotta get to it. But then you're gonna get to the popular shit,
Yeah.
I want the niche stuff.
You can get niche
It'll-
stuff too, depending on
it'll take you a while.
your sensibilities. But yeah,
Yeah.
like you say, it takes a while because you have to get into the platform. I don't really use that one on my. The one I've just been on YouTube Shorts. Wait, so what is your? Omar just gave us the rundown. The breakdown of his algorithm. What's the rundown of your algorithm? If
Mine's
someone
right
was to-
now
for
is-
like YouTube, because he just gave us YouTube, right?
For YouTube?
Mine
for
was
you-
YouTube, yeah.
For YouTube, what would yours be? What's your breakdown?
It's most likely soccer related or streamers.
Oh, you hooligan.
So I got my boy Bruce, who's a Twitch streamer. By the way, Twitch is huge now. Like Twitch is crazy
is
huge.
a really
now.
big platform.
It's
Joe
entertaining.
Budden, some random ass song. Neil Breen, very niche.
Who's Neil Breen? Breen or Green?
Breen. He makes like bad movies. He's a crazy guy. He's insane.
Like,
I feel like I've heard of Neil Green.
you're talking about like the Door bad movie, or like you're talking about like
No, like weird bad movies that he made, that he writes, directs, and stars in by himself that are insane.
That's cool.
Like he's a crazy guy. It's mostly just soccer shit. It's just random, bro.
So it's like sports shit. It's like
Yeah.
soccer shit, and acting.
Yeah, but TikTok is cats. I have a lot of cats.
TikTok's cats.
You know, like cat shit.
Damn, I love cats, bro. They do some funny.
They're
shit.
interesting, bro.
They are interesting characters, man, because they're not. Their sensibilities are so different from a lot of other animals, especially
Yeah.
animals that you can actually own,
Yeah.
right? Like animals that you can own and live with.
And it's so funny. Oh, go
So
ahead.
different sensibilities.
Yeah, just their mannerisms are so funny because dogs are so about you and so about like the personality, and you can see their energy. Like you can almost see what they're thinking, like how they're
Yeah.
behaving. Cats are just like blank faced little shits, and they're just walking around super quietly, just doing whatever they
Sneaky
want.
as hell.
And like a cat seems boring until you're living with one, and you catch them doing some hilarious shit, and you're like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't even think of something exactly,
I think
but
by and large, they're more curious than dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs are not calling them fucking dumb because dogs are smart, but I think cats are way more curious and like they want to figure things out. Like,
Yeah.
if they see something like, okay, so what is that?
dogs
A
are based
dog-
around you.
Yeah.
Cats are not.
A dog will take what you'll give to them. A cat will be like, "Yo, what else do you have?
Yeah.
I want that too."
I want it all. Yeah. I'm going to leave you with nothing. A dog, you go sit on the couch, it'll go sit with you and do whatever you're doing. Or like be around or something like that. A cat
Yeah.
could be in the restroom like fucking attacking like the blinds, and you're just sitting in the other room. You're like, what is happening in the
Just
other room?
watching it attack the
Yeah,
blinds.
and they're just like devouring like a fake plant on the table. And you're
It's
like,
just
what
a
are you
whole-
doing?
It's a whole nother person.
Yeah, this thing is living its own. It's like a roommate for real.
Yeah.
A dog is like a pet. A cat is like a roommate, a small furry roommate that cannot talk.
That's strange, man. You know, I heard that we domesticated them, or somewhat, because they're not really domesticated the same way like dogs are.
Yeah.
We like somewhat domesticated them because they would like hunt rats,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a great pest control.
and we would
right
just
there.
give them food, and they would just come by get food, and then they just hunt rats for us.
Bro, I bet
And they
the
keep
cats
rats away.
like in New York are probably just living good. Nah, the rats are like as big as them. They're fighting.
Yeah,
they're out there fighting.
they're fighting.
They're fighting.
They're having street
fighting
wars.
for their lives. They're fighting
God.
man-sized rats.
Oh my god.
Oh, y'all ever seen those pictures where they pick them up by the tail and like we found this rat in whatever an abandoned apartment or something
I don't
like
like
that,
it, bro.
and it's the size of like a domestic cat or bigger, and you're like, that is not real. How is that real? These people are walking around the streets at night.
And they're picking it up like they know what to do with it.
Oh, and then they could just scurry right past you in the shadows, and you wouldn't even
I am
know
not
it.
picking it. Even with gloves, I ain't picking up no rat.
Yeah, I don't want to pick that up,
Those
bro.
things are full of disease and all kinds of shit, bro.
Yeah, rats are, they're a little cute when they're not all dirty and filthy and giant,
when they're
Filthy and
small.
giant.
Yeah, man, I
You're
don't
talking
want
about- You're talking about like lab rats, the little cute little white ones.
Yeah, I'm talking about a cute little white one with
It's
the
not
red
the
eyes.
same thing, man.
Not one of
These
those.
are
One of those like
beasts.
fucking tan looking like a. I don't even know, bro. Like
Big
a
old
raccoon,
slimy
built like a
tail.
raccoon.
Yeah.
Built like a raccoon.
Oh my gosh, bro, that's too much, man. Animals are scary.
You know, I was driving home the other day and I saw like a bunch of vultures and I thought it was so interesting. These guys they're scavengers. They only eat dead meat.
It is interesting.
Like they don't go after like alive animals.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not worth it.
No, they don't do it. So they only wait for something to die and then they go eat it. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's fucking disgusting.
You know what's so fucking scary is when they're just circling in the sky.
because you know something's dead around,
You
Yeah.
know something's up.
Something's dead or something's about to die.
which is fucked. These guys are like death, dude. They're
It's like hearing the Jaws music.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Imagine
man.
being a dying raccoon or something, and you see these motherfuckers in the sky,
my
like,
God.
oh fuck, oh they're coming, dude, and they're big too. So you would think they
Bro.
could hunt, but they don't.
No.
And they're kind of, I'm sure they're kind of strong, man. They look heavy.
Yeah, I think they mostly just mind their own business and they
Yeah.
just like they hang out in groups, I think too. I feel.
There's a street like near my job where squirrels tend to die because there's a lot of overhanging big trees, and so they kind of, I guess, fall in the street and die or whatever.
Oh,
It's
man.
fucked, yeah, I know. And there's like ducks around, and late at night raccoons be running through. It's like it's a bunch of big empty fields and giant buildings, like where there's warehouses or factories or whatever. So there's enough room for animals to run around without dying immediately. So sometimes I'll see I'll pull into the parking lot of my job, and I'm like, oh man, that sucks. Like it's a squirrel or something. And then I'll see a fucking buzzard come up or something like that, and they like pull them out of the street onto the sidewalk, and they just eat them. So that's what they do. That's how they get them over there. They're just like chilling like on the side, waiting for the cars to pass by, and eventually when they feel like it's safe enough, they'll hop in real quick, pull it like with their body, and then just take it onto like the curb and eat it.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And they do that shit with big animals too, like raccoons and stuff like that,
So
cats and stuff.
I wonder
You're fucking
how-
dying on the street and someone just pulls you out.
Bro, them motherfuckers strong, bro. They're evil. Come here, I'm gonna eat the shit out of you.
So how do they not have a bunch of fucking parasites and shit inside of them?
Their immune systems are crazy.
I don't
That's also
know.
the best. They probably have
think so.
insane immune systems.
Or
Or digestive
Maybe that's what they go to
systems.
do when they're not eating. They just run off to deal with the pesticides. And
The sickness in them.
They're
They
just
go to
gonna-
the vulture hospital or something.
taking just eating oranges, eating citrus. I think it's probably evolution, man. Like because they've eaten all these animals.
Yeah.
So maybe like their ancestors, they got sick and then they died, but the ones that didn't die, they kept
grew,
eating.
Yeah, they grew to like be because
Yeah.
that's all they could do.
So they just keep giving their babies
Giving
like,
their-
well, I ate a shit ton of whatever this disease is, so you should be good. And then
I wonder why they're like that, bro. Because vultures could like really fuck something up if they wanted to.
they're big, bro. One of those things lands on
That's
your
true.
arm.
But I think it's given their build. Like maybe they don't have like talons like an eagle does. Because
Oh,
eagles
true.
hunt. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Eagles hunt.
That's true. I think their beak is what was really sharp.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't think
Vultures.
they have talons.
Yeah.
I mean, don't quote me on that, but I don't think they have talons.
They look like they have big old fat feet. Fucking
Yeah,
eagles
they
have
do.
like those sharp
they're like knives.
Yeah.
They're legit like knives.
Jesus
Fuck you
Christ,
up.
bro. Those things, oh my God. Birds are crazy, dude.
Bro,
They are.
Birds are crazy. You fucking
Imagine
see
getting
them.
attacked by a bird.
Oh my God. Like something large, like a fucking hawk or something, bro.
Oh my
I've seen
God.
videos of them throw goats off the side of mountains to kill them. Like, this motherfucker's gonna come pick up my toddler and take off with it?
bro, that's wild.
If a
Take
fucking.
off.
And I'm not. How am I gonna beat this thing up? When am I gonna put my
That's
fist
what
out?
I'm saying. That though, I feel like they're the hardest to fight because they have all the advantages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so agile. And if you try to hit it, you're gonna hit straight talons.
Yeah, you're gonna cut up your fucking hand.
Yeah, you might hurt his
Or your
toe, but
veins.
like dude, now you just fucked your hand up real
Yeah.
bad. How do you hit this thing? You can't.
You just gotta shoo it away.
You got to shoot away. You got to avoid the feet and like slap it in the head or like grab a wing or something.
Or you gotta, you
And
have a
that's the
gun
thing about
on you.
animals. Like you grab them and they freak out, so they're just gonna like go crazy
Especially
on
a
your arm.
wild animal.
Yeah.
You have a wild animal, that motherfucker is gonna go insane.
Oh my God! If I grabbed a bird's wing, immediately its beak and its talons are gonna be like right in my forearm, just like digging at it, trying to get it loose.
Oh, of course. It's just nature.
Yeah.
Because they're used to other fucking shit trying to attack them, so they're like, let me fucking.
Yeah. We're not like about that life. We're not like fight or flight like them. Like they're
No,
like
not at all.
they're like, this is my life. Like I will bite you, I will kick you in the nuts type of shit, that type of stuff. Humans are like, I'm just throwing fists and I'm scared. These guys are like, I'm like, fucking frantic. You know what I mean?
Soft.
Straight up fight.
Any moment someone grabs up on you, you could die. That's their philosophy.
Yeah. If you grab me and I don't know who you are, I'm immediately biting.
Bro, the minute they see another animal, it's like, oh shit, I have to fight now.
Jesus, dude.
So which one's the one? Is it possums or raccoons? There's one that when they get attacked, they just fucking they pretend to be dead.
That's
I've seen one do it to me before.
Oh, really?
But I've also seen one be mean.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
Bro, I went up. I was like maybe like 15, 16. Jesus Christ. I was maybe like 15, 16, and we were chilling in my cousin's, their neighborhood across the street from their neighborhood. They're kind of like dual neighborhoods, so they were like small little gated neighborhoods. And we were in the park over there at night, and there's nobody around. And we were like walking back to the other neighborhood, and I saw a possum. And I was like, oh shit, I was like, a possum. I like animals. So I tried to go up and say what's up to it. This possum was way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I only saw like the head, I think, but when I saw the full body, this thing was fucking giant. Biggest possum I think I've ever seen. And I went up close to it, and it went...
Oh.
With his fucking creepy face, and I was like, okay, brother. Okay.
You got me.
You got me. I'm scared. I'm going to go. You do whatever you need to do, sir. You stay here.
God.
But then another time I've came near a possum, and it just basically fell over. It just fell over and was like laid out like stiff, and it just didn't move at all. And that was it. And that's how they play dead.
What's the game plan with that? Like, if I just start eating you, like,
I think some predators are probably just assholes and want like the thrill of like killing something.
oh,
Or
yes.
sometimes like predators are like overeaters. Like they'll kill something and they'll be like, I'll get to this later. Like I don't actually even need to eat this.
There's a lot of predators who are unlike scavengers. They want to kill it and eat it. They don't like the idea of eating something that is already dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or kill it and save it.
They don't. Some of them don't even like killing and saving. They like just kill and eat.
Yeah, like fresh.
Yeah, like fresh.
Yeah. So I think if you're already dead, maybe like they think it's rotten.
Yeah.
Maybe like they're like, okay, well it'll still be here later. It doesn't matter. I don't need to like continue killing this thing if it's already dead.
Yeah.
But I wonder how effective it really is in the wild.
Yeah.
Like when they're getting fucked up by like, let's say a fucking giant ass bird comes and starts to fuck up a possum.
I'll tell you what, man. I've seen a lot of videos of like wildebeest and like fucking water buffalo getting away from lions because they kind of play dead. Even though it's fucked because they probably might die later because
That's
wounds
a
and
scary
shit.
one of playing
Right?
dead in front of a lion.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're not playing dead. They're not like not fighting back. So like, it'll be lions are fucked up. So they'll go for like their genitals and shit. They'll go for their throat. They'll bite their nuts off, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, they do that. And that way you bleed out and it hurts really bad and shit. You don't want to move. So they'll lay there and then like the lion goes away to do something else for a second and they'll like slowly get up and just like take off. Because the lions probably thought, like, all right, this thing is
one
done
nut
for.
one nut just hanging out.
Oh my god!
The
And
other
you
just gone.
You didn't even finish me off, bro. You didn't even kill me.
You know what's the wild thing, too, about animals? It's all about, like, energy, bro. Like, these guys, like, their meals are not guaranteed. So this predator could be so fucking tired, So, like, it doesn't want to take the energy to, like, kill this thing any more than it already is. Or, like, take the energy, like, I don't think I can kill that possum.
Yeah.
I don't think I can kill that raccoon. It might, like, get the best of me.
It's all
So I
very
won't even try
calculated.
it.
Like they're not gonna attack something if they don't think they can kill it.
Yeah.
Like
That's wild.
whenever you see them like trying to kill a giraffe, you're like, okay, what were you guys thinking?
Yeah.
But like sometimes, it's like they probably could have fucking killed it.
Yeah, but then sometimes they wasted all their energy on this giraffe, and now they're all going to die because they didn't get the giraffe, and now they're weak. Now they're like on the verge of death.
Yeah, because the pride feeds like all together pretty much, right?
Yeah. There's I've seen tons of situations. Lions, it's rough for them. It's rough out there in the savannah, dude. For everybody. For giraffe.
No one's having a good
everybody.
time, bro.
Nobody's having a good time.
And they're always alone.
They're all sneaking up on each other and killing each other and trying to get some water, bro. Those watering holes over there are like... It's fucking massacre, dude. It's like Chicago, dude. By those watering holes. It's just fucking murders,
like
man.
Everybody's pulling up. The
Yeah.
fucking lions, the crocodiles, the elephants.
Everybody needs water. And
they're
not
all
only is there
enemies.
predators outside, there's predators in the water waiting for you to take a sip.
Yeah.
my God.
It's like a bite your face and pull you in.
Like you just want to get in and wait a little bit and then get some water to drink.
Nope.
And then before you know it, there's a crocodile in there and starts trying to eat you.
Bro, and it's crazy. Like the crocodile, it eats the fucking lion, it pulls into the water, and the hippo eats the crocodile because it's in its area. It's like somebody's killing everybody.
It's just a big murder bath.
Yeah, it's
A
a big
murder bath.
The only people that aren't getting killed out there in that savannah is probably hippos.
And the photographers.
And the photographers who have guns. And the people in the helicopters and stuff. But like even the lions are getting murked. Even the alligators are getting murked. There's tons of videos of like leopards pulling alligators out of the water and like eating them. Pulling them up into a tree and eating them up there.
That's insane to imagine. Imagine a crocodile just swimming around. He just fucking gets grabbed up by a cat.
Yeah,
cat.
A fucking crocodile is trying to run away from this cat because it's scared. And this thing is like, come here, and fucking yanks it out of the water. That's crazy.
How does it even get through the crocodile's like hard skin?
They have like
they have soft underbellies, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They go for the neck.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cats always go for the neck.
Yeah.
So they grab them by the neck, and then you got an alligator by the neck. All of their shit is in their mouth. So like, all the danger is from their face. So if you got them by the neck, they can't do much. Yeah, they're just like flailing about, but they can't do anything about it.
Oh my god!
You'd be surprised how helpless crocodiles kind of are.
They are. I mean, they can only really move like one way or the other.
Yeah,
They can pretty much every animal and humans can outrun them.
Yeah,
they only have an edge in the water.
And they don't have they're big, so like they take a ton of energy. So like for them to flail about and grab you, that's like a feat for them. Yes. Like they're not doing that lightly. So you know what I mean? Like they're fucking.
And you could easily outrun one.
Yeah,
like, I think even like a fat person could outrun a crocodile.
Yeah,
if they need to.
Yeah.
It's
not like a lion. Like a lion, no, the lion's gonna fuck you up.
Oh, dude,
there's no outrunning a lion.
You put me in a room with a big cat, I'm
folding.
Oh my god, that's the scariest shit I've ever seen, bro. Watching big cats hunt is the scariest shit you ever seen.
Oh man,
and they're so mean, man. There are some mean predators. They'll be biting, like I said, bro, biting the nuts. I mean, to bite an animal's nuts off purposefully to make them weaker,
straight for the nuts,
bro. That's terrible. Biting a fucking water buffalo's nuts clean off.
Going straight. That's a protein sack, bro.
That's a protein sack.
Protein sack.
It's probably pretty tasty.
Probably a bunch of protein up in there.
That is true.
But the nuts?
In the nuts, yeah.
It's probably super protein rich.
Oof.
Boost your testosterone and all that.
God damn, now that lion's growing a beard. Nice beard. That's feeling swole hitting the gym.
The lion growing a nice little beard, bro.
Yeah, but they be living crazy lives, dude. I can only imagine what like ocean life is like. That's got to be a rough life.
That's
too.
probably
just as bad.
Yeah.
There's like no rule, rhyme, reason, or fucking code. It's probably just all random,
and it's
crazy
all just empty shit, bro.
I imagine just a crazy soup of like danger.
Yeah, I mean, bro, those fucking off the coast, like where those seals and those penguins be hanging out and shit. Oh my god, bro, they be getting
lawless,
tossed in the air.
It's lawless.
Yeah, it's lawless.
The sharks breach and fucking throw them like 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, and then the fucking killer whales eat the great whites, or they scrap a little bit.
Yeah,
what a world, bro. What a world. All these giant creatures just battling each other
like
around us.
It's scary. Even like the largest creatures get fucked with. Even like the fucking whales, like the blue whales and like large whales get fucking. They still get messed with.
That's absurd to think about. The largest animal in the entire world is underwater. There's already less animals to deal with, and it still gets attacked by a creepy giant squid down there.
I want to imagine how big one is, but seeing videos or like pictures, it's never really. I can't. It doesn't hammer it home for me.
Yeah, it doesn't. But like, you see those images like it's 5 school buses long. And it's like
okay,
what is that even school buses? But like that doesn't seem
a
real.
Gimmicky fucking joke. But imagine you're actually standing next to one of these,
bro. That thing.
That's 5 school buses long.
My god, the thing's eye has to be the size of like this fucking poster right here.
Yeah. Absolutely,
it has to be massive. Just the eyeball. And those things are down there just chilling for hours and hours and hours.
Huge,
swimming.
Enormous creatures. Their heart's like the size of a minivan.
And they don't even have gills. They're just down there. Yeah, they're fucking just down there with good heart and lungs.
Oh, yeah.
Just healthy as shit.
They don't have any gills. They come up, right?
No, they just breathe. They just hold their breath. That's all it is.
And I'm saying they come up for air,
yeah,
right?
They come
they come up for air. Yeah, the blowhole. The blowhole is
Yeah.
them, breathing out, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're not,
they're not pushing the water out.
Yeah, they're not like extracting oxygen from water like fish do, like to survive. They're like literally taking a breath and just holding it in for a while.
So they have fat ass lungs.
Fat ass lungs.
Do fish sleep?
I know sharks sleep, but they keep moving when they sleep.
That's wild.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
how
not
fish
sure
are
about
too.
others.
I think they're always like in motion, always doing, or not always in motion, but they're always, the gills are always working.
They're not ever like completely just like stationary or still.
I don't know. Do they sleep? I'm sure there are some fish that like the bottom feeders that chill on the side of the glass. They probably just sit down for a second and don't move.
Yeah,
but like,
do fish sleep?
That's crazy to me. And the craziest thing is like how like whales and like sea turtles and shit swims. Like you don't breathe this.
Well,
how are you sleeping?
Well, fish do not sleep in the same way that land mammals sleep. Most fish do rest.
Oh, okay.
Research shows that fish may reduce their activity and metabolism while remaining alert to danger. Some fish float in place, some wedge themselves into a secure spot in the mud or coral, and some even locate a suitable nest.
Okay.
What a rough life.
I see.
You can't even sleep because
There's no sleeping.
Yeah, people are always trying to murder
in
you.
this fish life, there's no sleeping whatsoever.
And there's
can't
nowhere you can hide.
Well, you can't even rest and just think about just resting.
Nah, you can't.
You got to be still on high alert.
Got to keep your head in a swivel, bro. It's like there's never any wall. Like all you got to be like you said, like wedged in a corner. And if you're not, you're just out in the open. Always. You're always out in the open. Up, down, left, right, everywhere.
Man,
that's crazy talk.
It's so brutal in the animal kingdom.
Yeah. That's like living in the sky and like anything from anywhere could come up to you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
It's a bunch of
But at
flying
the same
people.
time, it must be so freeing. Like if you're a bird and just existing up there.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. That does seem pretty
It must
cool.
be amazing.
Speaking of the sky, last night I saw a shooting star.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Cute.
And me and the guy standing next to each other, we both went at the same time. Ooh.
Ooh.
We both made that
How'd
noise.
you know it was a shooting star and not
It was a
a
fucking
UAP?
I heard satellites you can see in the sky
Unidentified
too.
aerial phenomenon.
That motherfucker
man.
looked like a shooting star. I don't know what it was.
So you
but
just like you were just staring at the sky and then all of a sudden this thing shoots by, or it was a star that was.
it was a star and it shot like this way.
So it was like still and then went, or
Yeah,
it just,
was
or
still
you just
and
saw it go.
I just saw it go. Like I just saw it run across. It was wild.
Shit, bro.
What if it was still?
But it
and then
could've-
it went.
Did you make a wish?
That
I
would
hope
be
you made
a
a
UAP.
I
wish.
did make a wish. I made a quick wish.
I don't care if it's aliens. I hope they grant me my wish.
Exactly.
Come down here.
Got me a wish, my alien overlords.
Yeah, my alien overlord. Oh, praying to the alien overlords. Skigoo and fucking fucking whoever.
He said the name.
Dude, that's beautiful,
Nah,
man.
man,
I
they-
love shit like that when
Bro.
like rare incidences like that happen.
It was a beautiful moment.
Yeah,
You know,
And there was people like standing next to us, and they were like, "Oh my God, did y'all really see that?" We were like, "Yeah,
They're
we
real.
both saw it at the same time."
It's
I've
not
never
just the
seen one.
movies.
You know,
It was
I've
a
heard
gorgeous
like
moment.
I don't think we've had one in Houston, but in some areas of the country you can see it. There's like meteor showers or what are they? I think it's called meteor shower.
I
Meteor
think so,
showers,
yeah.
right?
I think
Yeah.
so. With like a bunch of shooting stars, right?
Yeah, and it's like a bunch of shooting stars and shit, and you see them
Yeah.
flying around.
Dude, I bet that's probably a really fun hobby to get into, like astrology.
Yeah, astronomy.
Astronomy.
Astro-
Fuck, I
astro-
always get them wrong. dude.
Astrology's that gay shit. That's the fucking.
Astronomy is the gay one, right?
You're a Libra.
All right.
No, that's the gay shit. No, astronomy is
Okay.
awesome.
Gay, me gay, me gay. I'm gonna remember this.
No,
because I get it wrong.
You're not gay. Astronomy is good.
Astronomy is the straight one.
Yeah, astrology
Okay.
is the gay one.
Astrology. Okay.
Astrology's a fucking. You're a Libra.
L gay, 'cause it's
Miss
an L to be
Scarpy.
gay.
Yeah, there you go.
Massive L. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Massive L.
No, massive dub, dude. You don't have to worry about You got the same gender. You guys are on the same page. Everyone's
Massive
happy.
L.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Yeah, I would imagine they're having a fantastic time. But
Relationships are just moving
You're-
perfectly.
it's
you're
gonna be an
saying-
awesome hobby, though,
you're-
right? Like,
yeah.
imagine like you always
Being
like,
gay?
Yeah. I do it on the side on the weekends. Sometimes during the week, 2-3 hours. Yeah, I go out to the Eldridge Park, be a little gay over there.
All right, you're saying about astronomy?
But like that's got to be a really fun hobby. Like imagine you have an understanding of the stars, and you have an understanding of your area of the world, what stars are going to come around, and
Yeah.
like when they're going to come around, what events to look out for and shit. That's cool, man.
That'd be pretty tight.
Yeah,
It does sound like an amazing hobby to get into, and I've heard telescopes are not that expensive. Like the most you'd probably spend on is like $100, and you
Yeah.
get a pretty
Really?
damn good one because the technology's so good now. You get a pretty fucking good telescope for $100.
I didn't know. That's pretty cool.
As long as you have a good view,
Yeah.
you're fine. You're perfectly fine.
That's a hobby that is not that popular that I feel like should be more popular. That's kind of cool.
Because it's a
agree.
lot of sitting around and waiting.
It is a lot of sitting
Yeah.
around and waiting. But if you can look up stuff and you know how to like coordinate properly and like when it'll come by
Because
your area.
there's
of the
always
world.
some events,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's always some kind of 1 in 400 year event popping up somewhere somehow.
Yeah, I forgot who it was too. This was like the last time I remember seeing this person post was like 3-4 years ago. But someone used to like take pictures of the sky and like talk about like this event is gonna happen tonight, blah blah blah. Like look out for it or this and that. And I'm like, that's cool, man.
NASA got him.
Yeah, I forget who it
Scooped 'em
was. I forget who it was. Someone from high school, I think.
You
Oh,
never
that's
hear from him
fascinating,
again.
man.
Yeah.
I could get into that.
But yeah, I mean, like to look out for the events, to just stand out there and stare at the stars. That's boring. That's a little boring. But if you got a crazy good telescope, that's also pretty kind of fun. That's also probably kind of fun. I
That's
think.
tight. We were with some guy and he has like he has an app on his phone and it shows you like all the what's that shit called? The star.
Oh, constellations.
Yeah, the constellations, and it was like showing us all of like what was around us. That shit was cool as hell.
Yeah, motherfuckers just used to use those to navigate.
Yeah, people can be like, oh, there's the North Star. Okay, so I know this way is north, so that means this is south. Blah,
Bro,
blah,
you
blah.
could put me out there for 5 years. I would never find the Big Dipper. I would never ever.
I would be
find it.
lost.
Is that it? No.
Okay.
Is that it? No. Okay. Okay. None of them, dude.
Man, without phones, where would we be able to go?
Lost.
I don't know, bro.
On the side of a road.
I was talking about that with some coworkers the other day, like GPS and like having the wherewithal. Because I work with a few people who moved to this city a few years ago. They haven't lived here forever, and I was like, man, like GPS helps us out a ton, like, you know, but it already does a lot of the work for us. So unless you're not like, there's tons of people that just use the GPS and do not pay attention to where they're going, so they don't actually know where they are. They just know that this thing told me to go here. But eventually, it's gonna be self-driving cars, and you're gonna be on your phone, not looking at, even out the window. You know what I mean? You're just gonna put the address in. And I'm like, I don't know where I am in the city.
Yeah,
I'm just here now.
you're gonna have
the car knows though.
You're gonna have no perception of like streets.
Yeah,
there's just gonna be like, you might know one or two, but you're really not gonna have. You're not gonna know major streets like that because you don't need to.
Yeah. You're not gonna need to.
Your mind can
take you.
Your mind can unclutter itself from that shit, and you can focus on other shit.
That's how I was as a kid. Like, I didn't really know where I was. I just knew like what was around me.
Yeah,
but I didn't know like the streets that I was on.
Yeah, I recognize this store is by this other store, but I don't know where we are right now though. I don't know where these two stores are.
by landmarks.
Yeah,
landmarks is like the most common way humans have always figured out how to find shit.
Yeah. I wonder what will like
reliable.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Like
I've seen this in the past, so it looks familiar. I trust it. I'll go by this again.
Nothing's worse than being in an area where everything looks the same.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? It could be tough
or it's
to
just
navigate.
Slightly different than another place that you've seen.
Yeah.
And you're like, bro,
am I confusing the two?
The Chipotle should be across the street.
It's not. Where is it? That's a Wendy's. What is this?
It's a Wendy's.
It's more confusing when you go to like another country and it's another language altogether.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's like squiggly lines and shit, and you're like, I have no idea.
And the roads are different and shit. Like here, we just got straight roads, but you got your weird little roundabouts or whatever the fuck. But in other countries, I'm sure there's like real weird.
In some countries,
bro, not even other countries. Fucking Austin there is damn near no straight roads.
That's
everything
true.
is a hill or
it's
a
all
curve.
loops and curves and
it's
shit.
Annoying.
What are y'all doing over there? How did this happen?
It's like it's on the side of a mountain.
Though.
They got all the straight roads, and then above that they got all the curvy, loopy roads.
It is fucking dumb.
They're just trying to navigate over there. I wonder what's going to populate our brain when all this stuff stops becoming as important. Like
TikTok videos.
Yeah. TikTok videos.
more bullshit.
I memorized all the TikTok videos.
Yeah, man.
And that's all we're going to talk about.
I know all the dances now.
When you're
all the dances.
When you're in your car and you don't have to be driving, like paying attention to the road, what's going to be in front of your face?
Yeah,
you're not doing business.
You can do fun stuff.
Either your phone or a new version of your phone, or like who knows by what year that
your
will be.
Google glasses.
The Google Glass or the contact lens that has like the Tony Stark shit in your eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe that shit will be in there, and then you'll just be fucking watching TikTok videos. You're going to be like standing straight up, not looking at a phone, like just sitting down, and your contact's going to be playing videos, and like
you're just quietly giggling to yourself.
Like, skip, and then you just fucking laugh at a video. You're like
that's crazy.
That's hilarious.
I heard Mark Zuckerberg on Joe Rogan, and he was talking about how subtle it's supposed to be. Joe Rogan was making the point that like, what if that's more distracting than it's helpful? Because
wait, Mark Zuckerberg was on Joe Rogan?
Isn't that crazy?
Like
Mark Zuckerberg was
more than
on
a month ago.
Yeah, it was like a 3.5 hour interview, and it was actually pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it was.
Mark Zuckerberg is interesting to listen to.
He is. He's a very intelligent dude.
Yeah, but so he was talking about how like it's gonna be very subtle, like to skip or like something, like maybe you'll like lift your finger, or like you'll do just the smallest action, but your body knows that you programmed it like that means skip this, or that means like do like the right button or something like that, like how you would on a phone.
Yeah.
But Joe Rogan was making the argument that because everything is gonna be in our heads, how does anybody know what we're doing? Like, how does anybody know that we're being present or paying attention, like at a meeting, or like you're having a conversation with a friend, and you get a text from your girlfriend, and your friend has no idea you got that text, but to you, now you're reading this whole text, you're replying back to it in your head, and this person's just telling you a story, and you didn't hear anything they said.
Yeah.
That very well could be a thing that happens.
That happens now.
That happens even now.
Blatantly. And later on, it's going to be privately.
Now
Now
it's
you're gonna
more
be just
blatant.
sitting there.
Now it's just like, hold up.
Oh, nothing's worse than talking to somebody, and they're just like on their phone.
Dude, I absolutely fucking hate
Or
talking to
they're
people when
scrolling.
they're on their
Oh,
phone.
They're just
dude.
actively scrolling.
They're
See,
scrolling.
if you're in the middle of a
it's like,
text, then I understand. Finish that up. But if
Yeah.
you're just like on the internet, just messing around. I'm like, dude, what are you
If
doing?
I hear voices
Save
come
it for
from your
later.
phone and I'm talking to you, oh brother, it's getting
Oh
thrown.
my god.
I don't like that shit. And that's gonna be everything going on. Like that's gonna be everywhere in the future.
All the time.
Yeah, meetings and shit. No
You're
one knows what the
fucking
fuck's going on.
like
No
you
one's
said,
on the same page.
Somebody's trying to tell you something, and then you're just fucking replying to a message. Imagine you're replying to a long ass message from your girlfriend.
You're in a fight with your girlfriend.
You're in a fight with your girlfriend. You're just making faces, and you're replying.
What do you think about that, Avi? It's just like, hush. I agree. That's how a bunch of bad decisions are going to be made.
You send a mean message in your head.
Oh my
You're
god.
cursing someone out in your head in the text. That's crazy. It's going to be where like when you walk into the workplace, it's going to be like a cloud, I guess, or like a different server that you enter, and like now you can only look at work stuff through your eyes.
Oh, that would piss me off.
You can't look at like social media. Like you can only once like you're in a conference, everything gets shut down, and all you're seeing is the slides that they want you to see.
I would be angry.
and everything else is locked. Like
Yeah.
you can't, like your contact can't access anything else.
Yeah, we're blocking that. We're
Just work,
childproofing everything
because they want you to focus on just work.
Yeah, because if
That's
not,
jail.
that's jail. And then
like
people are gonna start
school.
revolting
High-key,
and be
man.
like, "No, I want free eye activity."
People already don't like all these companies want people to start coming back to the office, and people don't want to do it, bro. People
Hell
are fucking
nah.
pissed off. They're like, why should I have to do this? Like, I'm working just as efficiently, if not more efficiently, during this time.
and I'm happier. So like
Way happier.
This is less for you. Less like lunches that you guys have to provide. Less the electricity, all this shit.
Yeah.
This is cheaper for y'all.
But Big Brother wants to have their eye on people, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's
I mean, I
only-
get why, but
I get why.
It would have to be a performance issue. Like a performance improvement. Like if people think that you're not performing well at home, or like you're not collaborating with each other well at home, so there's no improvement. But if that's going fine, then in every other way, this is better for a company to work from home.
Absolutely. I mean, I think productivity on the whole has gone up. The question is, we just don't know how long the effects are going to last in terms of effectiveness of it, and also like the social aspect of people connecting and like a remote team and shit like that or whatever.
I'm gonna tell you this: I wasn't talking to nobody in my office outside of work, anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck about y'all.
I agree.
I'd be chit chatting with my coworkers though.
I chit chat with them, but I mean,
am thankful for because like the office that I work in, it's very like first and foremost like collaborative. You have to at least my position, you have to talk to a lot of people. But I tend to see other people who don't really have to talk to people often still talk to people, and everyone's just really friendly. It's like very open door type of shit.
Man,
I kind of like that, but it's also like, why don't you just give people the choice? I don't know. But then like no one would show up if you gave them the choice.
Exactly.
So it's like what they want. I don't know, man.
Exactly.
It's a tough balance because from an employee's perspective, it's always going to be better working at home. Why would you want to work at home?
I also think it depends on the role too, right?
Yeah.
Roles that require way more collaboration between teams probably should be like in person together to get to know the people or something like that, right?
Maybe dealing with like physical things, like if you work in a warehouse,
Yeah.
you have to be there or you could be controlling a robot. You could be controlling a little.
That's
true.
that's the next level. You're at home with the VR contact on, and you're controlling the robot, and the robot is giving out duties to people, and just fucking. You were late. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were late. Back to work.
I don't think they're gonna sound like that. They're gonna sound very fluid. I
Yeah.
think. They're gonna sound like us. That's how I feel.
I would hate if they sounded like that. I mean,
that'll be annoying
Oh
as
my
hell.
God.
So what'd you do this weekend? Like you guys, weekend plans? Any weekend
Dude,
plans on
you know-
Friday? Your robots are talking.
I didn't even fucking tell you guys. I told you guys I've been doing like a movie night kind of thing with my girlfriend. So the movie she recently picked, I've never seen it before, was Twilight.
Oh, the first one.
The first one.
Yuck.
I will say,
It's fun to joke about.
Robert Pattinson, great actor.
Yeah.
He was good in it. But the movie's so corny,
Yeah,
bro.
it's bad.
Kristen
bro.
Stewart is the worst actress that has ever graced a television
Bro,
screen.
she's a stinker.
She's a
She's
a real rascal.
She
That
smells.
bitch.
She's a stinker.
She's a stinker, dude.
She's
No,
a horrible actor, bro.
she is so monotone and
Very wooden.
like no expression. I don't know, man.
And it doesn't get better.
Yeah.
It's the same in every other movie she's in.
Yeah, she was in this underwater movie, like a horror underwater movie, and I was excited. I was hoping it would be good, and it was absolutely awful.
But honestly, they most of the time they are.
They are. So how was the movie? It's what were
It wasn't as horrible as I thought it would be. I'll
was
say that.
entertaining?
It was entertaining to watch. I will say it was entertaining. It's like a spectacle.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of like corny lines and shit. Like one of them, I remember like she got on his back and he was like, "Hold on, Spider Monkey," and I was like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
Yo.
Wait, so was
dude.
this was your first time watching it, but was it her first time watching it?
No, she's seen it fucking dozens of fucking
That's
times.
where you lose me. I don't get how people can watch that over and over again.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
That takes away the magic.
Yeah.
Now if you know what's gonna happen in Twilight and you're still watching it,
That's wild.
what are you doing?
Well, I
Why are you
watch Star
subjecting
Wars
yourself
all
to
over.
this?
Yeah,
the
why are
time
you so
anyways.
subjecting yourself? This is like to think that someone would watch those movies several times.
But I guess I
like
thought
they would
that
Harry
with-
Potter.
Well, I've done that with other movies that I like Goodfellas. I've probably seen Goodfellas. I'm not even kidding you, like 50 times.
Yeah, I put it up there with like a franchise like Harry Potter, like Lord of the Rings. Like people have seen those movies often if they like them. You know what I mean? But something like Twilight, just the acting and the premise and shit. Oh,
There
it's
is
so
no
sick.
premise.
What are you talking about, Spider-Man? What do you know about Spider Monkeys? You're a
What are you talking
vampire.
about, Spider-Man?
You're-
What do you know about
vampire.
any human shit? Are they old in Twilight?
Yeah.
Yeah, Homeboy was born.
Oh, so they're like centuries old?
Homeboy was born in like 1900, and then
Yeah.
in the beginning of World War I, he had like, I think he was sick. He was about to die, and then the doctors turned him into a vampire to save his life.
That's the premise of Twilight?
That's so
Yeah.
irresponsible.
That's how they became vampires?
Irresponsible medicine.
That's so irresponsible.
I thought they were just like medieval fucking supernatural creatures.
Some of them
You're telling
are.
me they're science-made vampires
No.
in Twilight?
no.
Well, it's not science, but a doctor who is already a vampire.
Yeah.
He turned Homeboy because he cares about people and he didn't want the kid to die. So he was like, I feel bad for the kid, so I'm gonna
That's
turn him
too
to a vampire.
convoluted, man. Because at that point, then you're like, why didn't he save everybody? What did he have a special
He
interest
sorta-
in this little boy?
He sort of did though. There's a lot of fucking vampires.
Yeah,
in the
he
movies.
sort of saved.
There's like armies of them.
Yeah, he saved like a lot of the motherfuckers that were like on the verge of death.
He's a good guy.
This Doctor Vampire.
Shout out to Dr.
Dr.
Vampire,
Vampire.
dude.
Doctor Vampire, shout out, dude.
That's a sexy motherfucker.
Dr. Carlisle,
right
man.
Hi, Dr. Vampire.
He's a handsome dude too. I'm
I
not
imagine
gonna lie.
looking like George Clooney or like Colin Farrell with like some teeth.
Oh man.
Yeah, what a crazy fucking movie. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that's how they got turned. I didn't know that they were like centuries old. And there's
Yeah.
werewolves in the movie too.
Yeah, I didn't.
they got beef.
And the first one, they didn't show anything about werewolves, but I was like, who's the fucking werewolves? Fucking Shark Boy.
The Shark Boy, dude.
Shark Boy's a
Yeah.
fucking werewolf.
Wait, he's not a werewolf in the first movie? Or he just,
No.
I don't think
just-
he's in it, right?
He's in it briefly, but he's not like there's no like werewolf beefs. It's all about the Cullens, like the fucking
They had to
the
establish
vampires.
they had to establish the vampire lore first.
They
before they dug
yeah,
deeper.
exactly. They had to properly establish the vampire
They
lore.
thought the wolves would be too much for the audience.
We can't do two different creatures. This is way too much. And how did the werewolves get
Yo,
that?
imagine
Was
they-
a werewolf doctor.
Imagine they break out the wolves from the first fucking 20 minutes of the movie.
Whoa,
Oh my
whoa,
gosh,
whoa, whoa,
bro.
whoa.
Yeah, it would ruin everything.
Oh,
The fucking test screenings, they're all like, wait, how do the wolves and the vampires coexist?
But you know which movie I picked the week before that? Ex Machina.
That,
still
bro,
haven't seen
that
it.
is a drastic change in movie.
I be picking good shit. That's all I was saying. I be picking good shit. That's all I was saying.
I'll tell you this. You've told us the list that your girlfriend has picked so far. She has not been picking the good ones. I feel like I bet every weekend when it's her turn, you're like, what, Twilight? I bet this last one was the worst one out of all of them. Based on your reaction.
It wasn't that long, so I was like, okay, it was just under 2 hours. So like, okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
fuck, that's still
Also,
pretty
sometimes
long.
it's fun watching one of those movies. Like
It's
just to
cheesy,
joke
it's
about.
just
If
like,
you turn it into
yeah.
a drinking game,
Yeah.
it's a good time. I don't know how you do it with Twilight, but
All I'll
No.
remember, I'll never forget, man, that last movie and how bad it was. How
Had you seen
bad
the
that
other
movie
the
was.
prior ones before seeing that last one?
I think I saw a very small bit of the first one, like maybe the first 30 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see the second one, didn't see the third one, saw the entire fourth one in theaters
yo, that's crazy.
with a girlfriend in high school, and it was dog shit.
Did you have that when you left? When you were like, you must have been like 15, bro. When did you have the same reaction? Were you just like, that was fucking horrible?
I was angry. Yeah, I mean, you know me. Like I'm a happy-go-lucky person. So like, I wasn't pissed, but I was like, man, what a stupid fucking ending. I told you what happened at the end, right? So throughout this whole movie, right?
It's the baby and Taylor Lautner.
It's the baby, and I don't know why, but I think they want to kill the baby or something like that, or they want to kill the Cullens, and like. So basically, there's like different vampire dynasties, and these families are all friends. And then there's another group of them, like in England, another group of them in like somewhere else, and they're like the elders, right? And they want to kill them for I forget what reason. I think they don't like that they're not like holding on to tradition bullshit like that.
Yeah.
So they're basically gearing up for a war in this fourth one, right? And they have the friend.
Vampire.
It's a vampire war. And it's against the evil vampires, and of course they have long white hair, just like the fucking like the Malfoys and like the fucking Targaryens and shit. They look like
Yeah.
that. And so now, like, the werewolves and them are friends. So the werewolves are helping them out. They're boys now.
Oh my god, bro.
So they finally have this war at the end, right? Mm-hmm. They've been meeting all these vampires from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Learning about their powers, learning, like, talking to them and like, hey, I haven't seen you in 1,000 years or whatever the fuck. I forgot, but I'm assuming that since you said they're old as shit. But it's basically like that. They're just like reminiscing and like they're all meeting each other again and they're banding together and they're going to go fight this war. And they go fight this fucking war. And one of the vampires' powers, right? So, okay, in this war, they're scrapping. They're killing each other. They're ripping each other's heads off and stuff.
My God.
Like, literally, like, bare hands. I think the first death in the whole war, two of the leaders go up in the middle to talk to each other, and he rips his head off and throws it. Yeah. And then that sets off the war, and they start, I
could get into that.
Kind of cool, right?
That I like.
Like, two groups of people running at each other fighting, like Avengers Endgame. That's what we got going on. So they're all scrapping. People are dying here and there. You're seeing people that you had seen throughout the movie, like, oh, shit, they just fucking died.
Getting murked.
This lady's husband died. Like, she loves him and shit. And so all that's going down, right? They're getting near the end, and they finally kill the villain, the main villain or something like that. So they win in the end, but a lot of them die. And it ends up being that this woman, her power is like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Basically, like, she can tell the future. She can tell the future, like foresight.
Yeah.
So she sees in the future that all this happened, and she tells them, we can't do this, guys. We're all going to die. It's not worth it, basically. That's basically what happens, and they call it off, and something happens, and they reach a truce. Or, I don't know what it is, but they don't have the war that was going on in her vision.
Yeah.
That's the ending of the movie. The big
dream.
Battle at the end of the movie was someone's vision, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's the ending of the movie.
That's the ending. Cop out,
bro. I was like, these guys have no balls, bro.
And they made no more of them after that?
No. They made no more of them after that.
And at the very end, there's like a little small part where Taylor Lautner fucks a baby.
What?
Oh my god! I was like, how do they justify that?
After credit scene. After credit scene,
post credit scene, Taylor Lautner is just fucking.
If I can't get the girl, I'm gonna get her baby.
I think he did actually in the fucking movie.
He fucks her, right?
Yes.
She gets around. She gets around in that movie.
Bella?
No. He like tries to date the girl's kid because the kid grows up hella fast.
Oh, that's right. In the fourth one, she's like a 14-year-old or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they get older quickly.
I think she's a full-grown woman at the end.
It's crazy, dude.
God damn.
And that's another cop out. Like, we didn't want to take the time to grow the kid, so we just fucking grew him in one movie.
Exactly. Get a growth spurt.
It's like every other scene, she's like a year older. It's like, what is going on?
Oh man, that's a good note to end on.
Bro, fuck Twilight.
I watch Twilight, guys.
All right, thanks guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.